Welcome once again to Chelan County Connection. I'm your host, Randy Rhodes, and Lori Beidler, our guest today. Lori, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
How's the summer heat treating you?
It's not been terrible yet. I'm not one to like a lot of heat, and especially with all the potential for fires, but we've lucked out so far.
Well, we're going to get to some of the fires and evacuation information, structure information. Now, Lori, you're basically the GIS analyst and addressing coordinator for the Chelan County Public Works. What does it mean?
Well, actually, I get to assign the addresses throughout the unincorporated areas of Chelan County. And then I also collect the addresses inside the incorporated areas and put those all in a database for integration into Rivercom's 911 addressing database. And so road naming, spelling, and things like that are of utmost importance, and knowing what's out there. So,
Well, Lori, let me ask you this. Do you feel like you have an eye for detail?
absolutely.
Hey, let's define GIS for our viewers that may not be familiar with it.
GIS stands for Geographic Information System. So basically, it's not just a map. There is data that is built in as well to what you visually see.
Now, Lori, you created the Chelan County incident map, what, a couple of years ago?
I did. I noticed during the Red Apple Fire, I believe it was, that there was all kinds of different information being spread about the community that had different variations of road names and such. It's kind of like the old telephone game where the message starts at one point, and by the time it gets to the other end, it's completely different. And so I thought, this would be so much easier if people had a visual and consistent information. So I created this app and tried to help with getting that information out there more accurately.
And so you also work very closely with Chelan County Emergency Management.
Yes. In fact, that has been an important piece to making this map useful. Public Works, of course, is the road department, and we want to report road closures and things that pertains to. But emergency management is in charge of when those roads are closed and what areas are whatever level of evacuation. And we've had to set up some sort of a communication thread from emergency management to our Chelan County PIO, Jill Fitzsimmons, to me for doing the map edits, and then for that information getting to Rivercom to be able to help answer call takers.
And we want to make this clear for the residents of Chelan County. This is real-time live info.
Yes, it's as live as we can get. Yes.
Hey, we want to get to know you a little bit, Lori. When did you start working for Chelan County, and a little bit about your experience leading up to your position you're in right now?
I actually started with the county 15 years ago. That was when we were just starting to create the addressing database and kind of moving forward, getting things, different agencies to all be on the same page with who to go to for addresses. And you didn't end up with this agency has this address for this location and this agency has a different address for that same location. Anyway, so that was kind of my job, to kind of sift that out, and now I've got post office looking to me to validate addresses. I've got utilities looking to me, elections, all of that to validate addresses, and we're kind of all on one page now, so it's much better than it was before.
Was this a difficult tool to come up with and conceive?
No, it wasn't. You know, the software that we use for mapping is Esri, and they are constantly coming up with new ways to use their software and push it to the public and stuff. And so I created this. The one piece that I added to this was the ability to do a structure count automatically based on whatever is drawn for the evacuation boundary. And that is something that the incident command uses for getting resources.
Lori Beidler, our guest this time out on Chelan County Connection. And Lori's the GIS analyst and addressing coordinator for Chelan County Public Works. And I think something to be very proud of is I believe that other agencies around the state have used your ideas in the app itself, or?
That's what I'm told. I was recently told that Grays Harbor County has basically snatched it and are using it for their uses. I have met with Douglas County because they were also interested in using it as well. I'm not sure that they've deployed anything yet.
Lori, you have a demonstration of the online tool. Let's jump into that. I'm excited to see it.
Chelan County, if you go to our Chelan County website, and then you navigate to the emergency management page, and you do that by hovering over this Your Government.
Okay.
And then go to emergency management and click on that. And then scroll down just a little bit, and it's this big green box right here. And if you click on that, that brings up my tool, and I have created kind of a demo one here for us that's identical. I just didn't want to cause a panic through the community, so this demo one is just for us to kind of review right now, just so you can see how it works and what it looks like. But let's just pretend we've got this demo fire.
Okay.
And it opens up with the legend over here on the right. And so there's roadblocks, and it talks about what type of closure those roadblocks are. So full closure, one lane closure, or local traffic closures. It also has incident location, which is what you see here as far as the wildfire point. And we kind of built this in mind so that it could be used for other things. You know, they had a couple of bomb threats in Leavenworth previously, or just different scenarios that the public might need to know where to avoid or whether or not something affects them. So there's other things like mudslide, traffic accident, winter storm issues, avalanche, ammonia leak, you know, that sort of thing. And then I've got protection boundary, which essentially is our evacuations, or if it's something like they're asking people to shelter in place, that would be there. We also have road restrictions at different times of the year. Road restrictions could mean bridge weight restrictions. It could be the seasonal thaw type of road restrictions, whatever, for weight. So those will also show up on this map because sometimes that's important when people are trying to get equipment from one place to the other and need to know what is going to be a safe route. And then of course, just water bodies. So you kind of understand where that is. And you can close this by just clicking that little button. The other thing that can happen here is I've built this so that you can enter your address. Let's just, oops. And so you can see it's pretty fast. And so 374 Allison Street is what I put in, and it'll show you right where that is. And if you're in an evacuation boundary or not. And the evacuation boundaries, so evacuation level 1 is get ready, level 2 is get set, and level 3 is go now. And we offer that also in Spanish on the map as well. And then these little icons here, of course, are the road closures. And let's see what else. Over on the left-hand side, you can take this map and share it on Facebook, Twitter, copy the link, send it to whoever you know that might be affected. You can also take a screenshot and download the image or return the map to the map and click the home, and it'll go back to where it started. Zoom out, zoom in, and you just grab and pan for other needs to move through. That's pretty much it. That's, like I said, if you click on these evacuations, you can get a structure count here. That's something that's coded to instantly come up with the number of structures within this polygon.
That is, I got to tell you, nothing short of amazing. In fact, what a great tool for the radio station I work at to get updates as well.
Exactly. You know, that first fire that this was created during, I actually had put it together on a different server thinking, oh, it'll just be used kind of small scale. And we actually crashed the server because it ended up being used so extensively. And so then I had to quickly come in the next morning and redo it all for the public facing server. And it had over 250,000 hits within just the next day or so.
Oh my goodness.
News stations and everything picked it up. Yep.
Lori, we could probably spend the better part of an hour, pouring through this, but I just got to say, great job. And on a personal level, thank you for that contribution to our wonderful, beautiful community. It's amazing. Is it an app as we know it, like you would download for your Android or iPhone, or is it strictly web-based?
It is web-based at the moment, but you can use it on a phone or on a computer, whatever. I have intentions of making it available through the Android or Apple store in the future. I just haven't got there yet.
I'm almost speechless. I can't tell you how impressed I am that we have this going on right here in Chelan County. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
Lori, I guess logical question is, what's next? I know you're always looking to improve things and maybe add new features. What is next?
Actually, emergency management was kind of wanting to be able to do some of their own edits out on site. So I kind of redesigned it a little bit, and we're just kind of in the middle of getting them set up to be able to do that. And so it'll even be faster from when they establish that boundary to when that information is available to the public. We've already done training for them. It's just getting them set up with their own individual iPad or tablet or whatever and their license.
Did you have any closing thoughts while we've got you on the air here?
Not that I can think of. I just think that people just need to be aware of their surroundings this time of year and be vigilant and be very fire cautious.
Fire wise.
Absolutely.
Once again, Lori Beidler, our guest on Chelan County Connection. Lori is the GIS analyst and address coordinator for Chelan County Public Works. Outstanding job. And again, thank you so much for your time. And I know we're going to be hearing more about you and your program in the years and months to come.
Great. Thank you, Randy.